Welcome back, guys. I believe we have fixed our internet issue, so we're back.
Yeah, keeping track of things that are happening in the game. Nothing has really actually accomplished all that much over the side. Nothing has gone crazy here for the side of Cerberus to be able to break this game loose from the hold of Team Secret. They're currently holding a bit of a gold advantage as we wait for the stream to come back up. Yeah.
Yeah, and Team Secret have just been looking really good so far today. I mean, you could look at it in the converse and say Cerberus just have not looked good.
I suppose. It actually looks like there was a bit of a strike back from Cerberus. They found a couple of kills onto Hero, Penguin, and Zuhao in just the last couple of minutes of play, which is good because, again, Cerberus is kind of playing around Artemis. We'll see what exactly transpired and actually to cause this, I'm assuming, in a replay because this was very quick. Keeping track of things that were happening, but they're striking back a little bit. They're still down 7,000 gold, something like that, as we prepare for later. But again, Team Secret has done a couple of things to crack at the foundation of Cerberus in this composition, including taking a dragon. This was the play just seconds ago. I'm assuming that yielded the big play.
So it was the Lee Sin that dies right at the start of the fight, and it just
There
feels
we
like
go.
Cerberus just get multiple 4v1s.
Not to mention that's kind of the identity of the composition is to set up for Artemis to be able to work forward, set up for Pos to be able to work through a fight in this particular case. And there's no one to challenge into the backline because Hero went down quickly, Penguin went down quickly, and the positioning over the pit as well meant that like the event horizon from Yato yielded Artemis being able to just drop rockets into the opposing team, which is what we want from this Cerberus squad, right? Problem is they're down a good amount of gold right now. Artemis is down 50 CS. He currently has 2 items, almost a third completed, but isn't in a position to full carry a game. The more space that is held also from Team Secret, like in the river or in a lane, something along those lines, helps them out for not having to get pinched in. When you're caught in a jungle position where the choke is it's a little easier to control from Cerberus, things get a lot easier to fight out, especially with no vision or contest onto Artemis's background. So what we're looking for here is, again, making sure to be in mid lane, making sure to be in big lanes, because Fook 1's dive just doesn't mean the exact same thing. Yato's event horizon doesn't cover the same kind of area when it's not in confined space.
Team Secret, 27.5 minutes into the game, and now looking towards the Baron.
Nice.
Zuhao forced to flash out of the event horizon. No flash on the Karma.
Nope.
Paranoia dropped down. When does Fook 1 go in? He steals away the Baron. He'll die for it, but it is Cerberus who have the Baron Nashor. Can Team Secret progress any further? They're going to drop a Realm Orb, and it's going to be right on top of Huber and Artemis. Artemis flashing away, but the Sonic Wave lands. Resonating strike. Artemis has fallen. Cerberus getting wiped. Boss will fall. Huber with nowhere to go. It doesn't matter if you steal the Baron if every single member on your team is dead.
The expectation right there from Cerberus is that they were going to get out like thieves, having stolen the Baron away with Fook 1, and instead it is Team Secret punishing with the Realm Warp from their god artifact, who is able to make the Realm Warp happen, deliver their damage to the backline, and ensure that Cerberus lose this game. You thought it was a ray of hope, but in fact, it was the end of the line in game number 1.
Just like that, Team Secret take the game. Game 1 over Cerberus. And what a display it was as well, Rebel. Yes, there was that one shaky part, one fight where they gave away 3 kills. But aside from that, seeing that game, how can you doubt Secret in this series?
It is a tough prospect. They looked like a rock at the beginning of the game. Cerberus seemed to have no real answers. Their expectations for that or that Penguin kind of remove everything from this team. I think every player on Team Secret lived up to expectations for what we kind of thought they were going to. And Cerberus is left, I think, in a position that all of us were anticipating they might be in at the beginning of the series, which is, of course, question marks over basically the entirety of the map, right? Like Artemis came back into the lineup, and expectation was that they were going to play around him. They built a composition to try to play around him, and none of it came to fruition in the slightest. You have nothing but questions right now if you're Cerberus, and you got to find answers quickly because you're down a game inside of a best of 5 here in the first round of the playoffs. You don't have that much wiggle room.
Well, a lot of questions for Cerberus, a lot of smiles, I'm sure, for Secret, but it is only game 1 of a best of 5. We're going to be throwing into a short break, and when we return, the analyst desk will be breaking down our opening game and sending us into game 2 of this series. Stay tuned.